Yeah. Janmadhyasya yatonvayaditarataschaarteshvabhijñasvaraட் tene brahmhridaya adikavaye muhyanti yatsurayah tejo varimridam yatha vinimayo yatra trisargo mrisha dhamna svena sada nirastakuhakam satyam param dhimahi.
Once again.
जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्तेष्वभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि.
This is the first verse of Bhagavata Purana. You know what is Purana? Pura api navam bhavati. Pura api. Even though it is something that belongs to olden time, but it is always new. As if it is history. As if it has happened like this, it is like this. Now, this is the first verse, and as the custom is, Mangalacharana is offered, prayer to Bhagavan is offered, and side by side, in that prayer, what is the Pratipadya? The topic, the main topic that is discussed in this text is revealed. As we have seen, Bhagavata Purana is Bhakti Pradhana. It provides mainly Bhakti as the means of gaining Bhagavan, or you can put it as moksha, liberation. But Bhakti is the means to attain what? Bhagavad Swarupa, Paramartha Swarupa. So therefore, the Pratipadya, the main thing, the main entity that is highlighted, established as the thing to be gained is now being told in nutshell. We have seen Param Dhimahi, Param, Parameshwaram, Bhagavantam, Paramartha Swarupam, Brahma, Atma. All these are synonyms. Dhimahi. We meditate. Actually, Satyam Param Dhimahi is a phrase borrowed by Vyasa from Veda somewhere. Grammatically, Satyam Param Dhyayema, it should have been. We meditate on. We, because along with the disciples. So there are plural has come there. Meditate upon the Param, which is Satyam. So, Dhimahi, that shows that it is Dhyayema has become Dhimahi because it's called Chandasa Prayoga. Chandasa Prayoga means certain words which deviate from the general grammar like Panini are, that is grouped as Chandasa Prayoga. It is something which is Vaidika usage. Suppose such words are from Smritis. Smritis means the text composed by sages, etc., based on the Shruti Vedas. And if they deviate from grammar, they are called Arsha Prayoga. Here, though used by Vyasa, is borrowing from Veda, therefore it is Chandasa and not Arsha Prayoga. So we meditate upon that Parameshwar Swarupa, Bhagavad Swarupa. Last time I have seen, if the context doesn't demand the distinction in Vedanta Shastra, Adhyatma Shastra, the words meant for Saguna Brahma and Nirguna Brahma are freely used one for other. We don't distinguish between them because both in reality are one and the same entity. But if the context demands, such distinction is very clearly made. Because practical purpose, for us both are one and the same. But theoretically, if some distinction is demanded, then we have to distinguish between them. Now, what is that Param? As I told, it is described in terms of 7 phrases. Mind you, all these 7 phrases are based on Upanishads. Vyasa is not giving anything from his pocket. And we have to see them as were unfolded in the Upanishad. Why? Because nowadays a fashion has come. Such and such text as it is. And they claim, and it is without adulteration, without any something of personal interest. And they are speaking of something as it is. As it is means what? As Krishna said. There is no adulteration. There is no something personal interest added there. Now, if that is the case, you have to go to Upanishads from where these phrases are borrowed. You see this example, Vyasa has not added anything on his own. Everything is based on Upanishad. Why Vyasa? Even Bhagavan Krishna, in Gita, whatever it teaches, if you very closely investigate and scrutinize, you'll find that it is from Upanishads only. Sarvopanishado gava dogda gopal nandana. Partho vatsa sudhir bhokta dugdam gita amritam. Gita is essence of Bhagavad Gita. So therefore, to know what exactly Krishna has said in Bhagavad Gita, we have to go to where Upanishad and not our whims and fancies and put a label there as it is. Be very careful such thing because this is happening in a particular sampradaya. They say something on their own, of course. They may be having their guru. We don't question that. And the guru must have been a great bhakta also. We admit that. But that doesn't mean anyone has got a license to tell something and condemn the right thing. If you are not studied, accept it. What you said to that extent, yes, true. Because anything to the extent it has got a sound basis in the Shastra is acceptable. But by that only, you have no license to criticize and condense the other method, which are from the very Shastra themselves. I will point you out. If you do that, you are going against Bhagavata Dharma. Bhagavata Dharma, I'll point you out a verse from Bhagavata itself. Is criticizing, condemning, labeling someone like something, etc., which is not true. He is against the Bhagavad Dharma, means it is against the conduct of a Bhagavata. Bhagavata is the one who is related to Bhagavan. Here, Bhagavad Bhakta. What should it conduct? There are many such norms given. So we say that this is not accepted to the Bhagavad Dharma itself. Go and know as it is with that originals as Upanishad. Even the Vyasa follows that, Bhagavan Krishna follows that. Any avatara follows. So basis Vedas. You can't go against the Vedas. And when it comes to Tattva Jnana, Upanishads. Therefore now, Satyam. What is Satyam? Kalatraye api tishtati iti Satyam. Last time we have seen definitions of or lakshanas of the Paramartha Tattva. Param, that is also Brahma, Bhagavan are a twofold. That is Swarupa Lakshana and Tatas Lakshana. Now, though Janmadhyasya starts with the Tatas Lakshana, let us little rearrange it and take first the Swarupa Lakshana. In that first comes Satyam. What exactly is the nature of this Pratipadya Vastu? The Param, the Parameshwar Tattva, Paramartha Tattva, which is called a Bhagavad Tattva. What is it? It is Satyam. What do you mean by Satyam? It is like this. Tam Satyam Param Dhimahi. We meditate on that Satyam, that is Paramatma Swarupa, Parameshwara. Number Satyam, one is what? Trikale Apitishtati. That entity which exists in all the three periods of time. Past, present, and future. In waking, in dream, and sleep. The entity which is never is not, always is. So that is what Satyam. We have to find out what that entity is. It is also that is Satyam is avitatham, which never changes. We find this definition. What is Satyam? Satyam Jnanamanantam Brahma. Taittiriya Upanishad, Brahmandavalli. Satyam, this Satyam Vastu, the entity which ever exists, never ceases to exist. This Satyam Vastu is Jnanam. What do you mean by Jnanam? You say knowledge, Jnanam is knowledge. But knowledge which is Satyam, which always exists. Knowledge of anything begins, ends. So therefore, here Satyam, which is described as Jnanam, is not knowledge of a thing, but it is the very knowledge principle. Jnana Tattva, Jnapti Tattva, because of which all types of knowledge are possible. That knowledge principle, which always is not subject to change, and it is Anantam. By Jnana, Satyam is not something inert is told. Or there may be some entity which all the time is, but it may be inert. No, it is Jnanam. It is sentient entity. And Jnana Tattva has to be what? Chaitanya Tattva. The entire cosmos, the only one knowledge principle is, that is Chaitanya Tattva, which we refer to universally as I. You know, whatever you refer as I is a sentient entity. But of course, unknowingly, mistakenly, we are taking which is truly not I as I, and that is why we suffer what's called samsara. Otherwise, this I, this knowledge principle, which always exists, Satyam Jnanam, is also what? Anantam. Anantam means it has no limitations. Parichinata are not there. Anantam. And whatever that is Ananta has to be necessarily Ananda Swarupa. Chandogya says, Yo vai bhuma tat sukham. Whatever that is bhuma, what is bhuma? Bhuma is analpam, na alpam, not limited, limitless, ananta, sukham. Alpe sukham nasti. In any entity which is limited either by time or space or vastu parichata, objectivity, has no ananda at all. So, by satyam, what is indicated as what is told in the Taittiriya, satyam jnanam anantam brahma, the Chaitanya Tattva, which has no birth, which has no death, which never changes, which is limitless in nature, is the very knowledge principle, Ananda principle, that one, Brahma. Other way of looking at Satyam is Trikalabhadita Vastu. A Vastu entity which is Na Badhita. We'll come to the meaning of Badhita now, but we will keep it as Badhita only. That which has no Badha in 3 periods of time. Now the question comes, what is Badha? correlated word with Bada is Nasha, destruction. But Badha or Badha or Badha is not destruction. For example, you have a mud pot. Mud pot is broken. Mud pot is not. This is Nasha, destruction. An entity which was, but no more now it is, that is called destruction, Nasha. Bada is not that. A thing appears to be there, but truly speaking, it can never be there. Trikala Sattva Bodha. That is called, which is Abadhita. That entity which never existed in 3 periods of time, but is experienced, seemingly there, but truly it never did exist in 3 periods of time. This will be clear from an example. In a semi-darkness, a rope is mistaken for a snake. For the deluded person, snake is there. Is it not? Just you see and running. That person stopped by a friend. Torch, flashlight is brought and show. Look. Is it a snake? No. What is it? It's a rope. Tell me, when was the snake there? Earlier, before this person saw, snake was not there. Now, when he was running, seeing a snake, it is not there. Though he has seen it, it is not there. Afterwards, of course, it is not there. Trikale api. In the past, present, and future, asat, non-existent. And knowledge, that entity which though experienced, though seemingly appears to be there, truly speaking, doesn't exist in the past, present, and future. Such a thing is also called as Satyam. So the Jagat, see, which has no Badha, in the sense, the Jagat which appears to be there, truly is not there. It is truly not there. Though experience, that knowledge that it truly is not there is what? Trikala Abadhita. So, Brahman is such an entity wherein this seemingly appearing world, the seemingly experienced Jagat, is not there at all in 3 periods of time. That entity is what? Satyam. Means in the Brahma, Jagat is experienced. But truly it is not there, just like your dream. Your dream very vividly experienced. But after waking up, you told it was not, that is false. So that is Satyam. Fine. Now the question is, how do you say that this entity, the final divinity principle, Parameshwara Tattva, Bhagavat Tattva, Paramartha Swarupa, Brahma Tattva, is Satyam? How do you say so? For which Satyam is Swarupa Lakshana. Further, the Swarupa Lakshana is given. Afterwards, we'll take the Tatastha Lakshana. So he says, we have Satyam Param, Satyam Param Dhimahi. Now the question comes, how do you say so? The reason is, take the phrase, Yatra Trisargaha Abrusha, or also it can be taken as Brusha. Both meanings will be taken. Yatra, wherein is where? Yasmin Brahmani, in that Param Satyam, which is nothing but Brahma Sarupa, ever existent, never changing, Chaitanya Sarupa, Satyam, Satyam Jnanam Anantam, Trikala Badita. In that is in that Brahma, Trisarga Amrusha. Trisarga stands for Srishti, creation. This cosmos is Amrusha. Though it is Brusha, Brusha means untrue, not real. The fact. But it appears as Amrusha means it appears as true. That entity wherein this Trisarga, we'll see how that word Trisarga has come. This Srishti, this creation, though not true, appears to be truly that. What is Trisarga? See, Trayanam Maya Gunanam Tamo Rajas Sattvanam Sarga. Sargaha, creation. Srishti, what we experience in the waking, dream, and sleep. Or what is called as Drishya Jagat. The Jagat, the creation, the world, perceptibly experienced. So why do you Trisarga? Because it is made up of three constituents. Constituent of what? Maya. Maya is Parameshwara's Sarjana Shakti. It is creative power of Paramatma, Brahma, Parameshwara. Creative power, which in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna, Bhagavan Krishna describes that in the 7th chapter, Apara Prakriti, Bhumira, Ponova, etc. Apara Prakriti, lower Prakriti, inert in nature, source of sorrow. It is that Maya. Of course, afterwards you use the word Maya many times in Bhagavad Gita also. One more thing here. This Maya word is not invented by Adi Shankaracharya. Certain people of some sampradaya accuse Adi Shankaracharya as Mayavadi. He has not started by word Maya. It is there in the Upanishad. Shveta Shatra Upanishad. Mayam tu Prakritim Vidhi. Mayinam tu Maheshwaram. Maya is Prakriti, as described by Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. And one who wields this Maya to create, etc., Jagat, create, sustain, destroy the Jagat, is Mayini. Mayin means Ishvara, Parameshwara. Upanishad and Shvetashvara is the Mantropanishad. Upanishads are two types, Mantropanishad and Brahmanopanishad. Mantropanishads are more powerful, more authentic. Brahmanopanishad also is authentic, but more weight is there in the Mantra. Upanishad, Shankaracharya has not invented. Bhagavata, 100 times the word comes. Vishnu uses the word 100 times. Maya. Krishna has used the word. So, this accusing Adi Shankaracharya as Mayavadi and followers also Mayavadi is a very childish way of telling something. Well, so that is Trayanam of three. Maya Gunanam, Sattva Guna, Rajo Guna, Tamo Guna. These are the three constituents of this creative power of Brahma Ishwar. That, namely, Tamorya Sattvanam Sargaha, creation. Means, in terms of this, Panchamahabhutas, space, air, fire, water, earth, and things made up of that, sense organs, organs of actions, devatas, humans, animals, inner jagat, all this which is perceptibly available, that is what is so, or otherwise called as Drishya Jagat. Creation, Srishti, perceptibly available. Perceptibly available means what? You can see, hear, taste, touch, and smell. Also can know as an object of your mind and intellect. So, of this Srishti. So, this Jagat made of three gunas or Maya is what? Yatra Tisargaha Amrusha. Amrusha means truly it is not there, but appears to be Satyam. True means this Param is such Satya principle in whose presence even the Mrisha, untrue Jagat, appears to be real, true. That is one meaning. Or we can take without there, avagraha, Mrisha only. Yatra means Yasmin Brahmani. Trisargaha, this Jagat is what? Mrisha falsely appears to be there. Now here, you should know very well what is meant by false. What is meant by Mrisha? It doesn't mean that it is not at all there. If an entity is not at all there, Mithya, Mrisha words cannot be used. We have to use the word Tucham, which never is Tucham. Jagat is not said so, because moment by moment it is experientially available. So therefore, what do you mean by Mithya or Mrisha? That which was not earlier in the past, that which is not going to be in future, but in between appears to be there, like your dream. Before you dreamt, dream was not there. After dream ended, dream is not there. In between, it appears. Adau ante cha yan nasti vartamanepi tattata. The rule. An entity which is not there in the beginning means before it came into existence, birth. entity which is not going to be there after its destruction, death. In between appears to be there. Such a thing is called false, brusha, or mithya. Experientially available, truly not there. So, the Jagat or Samsara, we say mithya. Why? Moment by moment, we are experiencing suffering or enjoying. Truly not there. How truly not there? That you can know only when your true Swarupa you know. This is dream false, you can know only after waking up. In the dream, anyone tells you, my dear, this was false. You will not accept it. But on waking up, nobody did tell you, oh, it was false. So therefore here, yatra, in which Brahma, this falsely appearing Jagat appears there. Really not there, but seemingly appears to be there, Amrusha. For this, illustrations are given. Means, truly what is there is what? Satyam, Param. But there is Jagat, which is truly not there, appears to be there. Means Satyam Param is mistaken as Jagat, Trisarga. Word used is Trisarga, Jagat. How is it possible? How is it possible that one entity is mistaken for other? Such things are possible. Here, illustrations are given. The phrase is the phrase Tejo Vari Brudam Yatha Vinimaya. So that is Tejo Vari Brudam. In this, two illustrations are there. Before that, let us see what is meant by Vinimaya. Vinimaya is reciprocity. Two things being reciprocal. Reciprocity means exchange, interchange. One thing being taken as something other one. Foreign exchange, Vinimaya. What? You take dollars, give money, rupees, or anyway, depending on what currency you are exchanging. So here, one thing being mistaken for other is Vinimaya. Now what is that? Two examples are there. Tejo Vari Brudam is there. It is one thing is Vinimaya, reciprocity, exchange between Teja and Vari. Teja here is bright and brilliant sunlight. Vari is water. One example, that of the mirage, Mrugajala. Other is Vari Mrudam Vinimaya. Exchange between the water and earth. We'll see what it is afterwards. First, let us see Tejo Vari. In the scorching summer, in the afternoon, the sun is so hot and the rays of the sun spread. And at that time, what happens? The rays of the sun in that heat appear to be water. What you call in the desert, etc., mirage, Brugajala. What is there is Teja? That is sunlight, sun rays. but appears to be water. Even we must have seen, you need to go to desert. See, in an afternoon when the sun is very hot, if you are driving on a highway, a straight highway, well tarred, see at distant place you see as if some patch of waters are there. Up and down is there. There's no water there. Appears to be patch of water. So that's one thing. Means what is there is sun rays only, but appears to be water. So like that, what is there is what? Brahma Chaitanya only. But falsely it appears and experienced as Jagat is there. Other example can be Vari Mridam. Exchange between water and earth. This is generally not found, but we have to put certain cases. You might have heard from Mahabharata. The assembly hall of Pandavas was constructed by the architect of demon called Maya. And what is that? Certain places where there appears to be ground, there has to be water. And at other places where there appears to be water, there was ground. That is how Duryodhana got trapped. He started walking in water. And when again, water is there, he lifted his garment up. There is no water. They say that at that time, first time when he went, the galleries, Draupadi, etc. were there. They say Draupadi laughed. Actually, Draupadi didn't laugh. Draupadi is not she is a cultured princess. You will not laugh like that. And these are Duryodhana of all the people. Actually, the Dasi laughed. Was close to Draupadi. She had no brain. She laughed seeing this. Duryodhana mistook that who laughed? Draupadi laughed. Anyway, now where there is water, actually, where there appears to be water is the ground, earth. And where the ground, earth, it appears to water. Vinimaya. So that is how it is. It is just like that. Yatha, just as Tejo Vari Mrudam Vinimaya. So, this is one thing. This is about the exchange. One thing being mistaken for other. Like that, the Trisarga, creation, though false, appears to be true. So that such exchange is there. Now this word yatra is used, wherein and refer to Maya Shakti, Trisarga. This may give a wrong notion that in that Param Brahma, Param Dhimahi, the Paramatma Tattva, in that Parameshwara Tattva, in that Bhagavat Tattva, there is some concrete real entity called Maya, constituted of Sattva Guna, Rajo Guna, Tamo Guna, which gives rise to Trisarga. So such a wrong notion that is Sattva Gana, Sattva Rajas Tamas in terms of Maya is something which is intrinsically there in Brahma, what is called as Param Satyam. That is now explained. No, sir. In Brahma, nothing called Maya is there. See, we should be very clear about this word Maya. And especially because Shankaracharya is accused as Mayavadi. It's already shown, Maya is from Upanishads only. And yet, it is something which is truly not there in Brahma, Chaitanya. But appears to be there from the standpoint of creation, Srishti. No Srishti, Brahman is Brahma, no Maya. But Brahma appears to be Jagat, the creator, creative power, Maya comes into picture. So therefore, Maya is something which appears to be there, truly not there. It is in the category of Mrisha only. Actually, those who speak or establish the Advaya Paramatma Tattva in the ultimate analysis, they show that in reality, there is nothing called Maya. Then why are you talking of that? It is a postulate. What is postulate? Maya or avidya is something which is postulate, means it is taken for granted to explain some phenomenon. A phenomenon which can never take place, next to impossible to take place, but appears to take place. A factor is brought in Maya. And when you are made to revert the original source, wherein no creation is there, Maya drops. You know, it is like that. You know? In chemistry, there's a thing called catalyst. In chemical reaction of two entities, to take that reaction, there is a third entity called catalyst. This catalyst takes part in the chemical reaction between the two entities. Once the reaction is over, it just goes out of that. Takes part, gets out of it. What remains is only two entities. Likewise, you speak of creation, Jagat, Maya came in. No Jagat, no Maya. In fact, you see, this so-called who accused Shankaracharya of Mayavadi, better study Shastras properly. In Yoga Vasishta, Vasishta elaborately establishes avidya, ignorance. Afterward, he says avidya is not there at all. Dismisses its existence. Who the Shishya, their disciple? Rama. The Bhagavan, what is this? He gave instructions. All along here, meticulously you are establishing the existence of avidya, and now you are telling me avidya is not there. Are you not contradicting yourself? You know what I said? No, I'm not contradicting. Then how come? There said it is there, not in there. Rama, when I said avidya is there, you were ajnani. You are an ignorant person who didn't know your swarup, Atma Swarup. Rama, because of my teaching, now you are no more ajnani. You are aware of your Swarupa, Atma Swarupa as it is. There is no avidya at all. So this is what these are called secrets. Vedanta Rahasya. Secrets of Vedanta. Avidya, Maya is brought in picture in the realm of ignorance. The realm wherein you know not your Swarupa, Atma Swarupa, Brahma Swarupa, Bhagavad Swarupa. The moment you have got this knowledge, avidya, maya disappear. That was told here. See, this maya truly is not there in Param. Param means where this, the Satyam, Satyam Param, no, it's not there. That is now explained by the phrase, Svena Dhamna Sada Nirasta Kuhakam Tat Satyam Param Dhimahi. That Satyam is what? Svena Dhamna. Svena, by its own. Dhamna. Dhamma means abode. Abode in the sense, by its very self-evident, swaprakasha, totally independent, totally unconnected nature of what? The splendor of knowledge principle. Dhamna. Dhamna is again light, splendor, nature. So, means by its very swarupa, nature, which is the self-evident swaprakasha, swayam jyoti, knowledge principle, jnapti tattva, not knowledge of a thing. The very principle which gives you knowledge. The principle which makes you aware of what you don't know. So that is Dhana. That by that sada, always. What is that always? Whether Srishti, creation appears to be there or it is not there, it is Nirasta Kuhakam. That Swarupa is that which which has destroyed or removed Kuhaka. Kuhaka means deception characterized by Maya. What is the deception by Maya? Where there is no creation, it makes you believe that there is creation. One definition of Maya is aghatita ghatana patiyasi. It makes you believe that is next to impossible. Satyam, Satyam Nyantam can never change, can never become Srishti Jagat. The nature of Paramatma Tattva. And yet, We appear to be there where? In the Jagat. That is said to be kuhaka, like a mist. It covers the truth. So deception, where Srishti is not there, you are made to believe, or experientially you are have what is called a Srishti. So therefore, this Satyam Param is totally free from what is called Maya. Maya is a word, is a postulate made use to explain this phenomenon of Srishti Jagat to an ignorant person, a jnani. Just like, you see that snake, no? Yes, yes, snake. Because you don't know the rope. The ignorance of rope gave rise to snake. But really, there is no snake even if he sees that. Even when he sees that. So from Ajnani standpoint, Maya, Avidya, but the Swarupa standpoint, in Paramatma Swarupa, Bhagavad Swarupa, there is no Maya also. With this, the Swarupa Lakshana is over. Now comes Tatastha Lakshana, other one, which unfolds what is Param Satyam, Satyam Param, Bhagavad Tattva, Paramatma Tattva. It is, see, phrase Asya Janmadi Yataha Bhavati Tat Param Satyam Dhimahi. Phrase is Asya Janmadi Yataha, add there Bhavati Tat Satyam Param Dhimahi. That Brahma we adore, we meditate upon. Asya. What is this Asya? Asya stands for Asya Jagataha, Vishwasya. Of this entire Jagat, of this entire Vishwa, cosmos, Jagataha. Janmadi. See, remember, Janmadyasyata is the second Brahma Sutra. As I told you, Vyasa has not told anything about second Brahma Sutra. And you'll find that it is totally based on many Shrutis and what is called as Smriti. We'll see that in detail. So therefore here, Asya, of the what is the Asya Vishwasya Jagataha, of the Jagat Srishti creation, Janmadi, birth, etc. What is etc. Adi? Janma, birth, Adi for Sthiti and Bhanga. Sthiti is continuous, sustenance. Bhanga is Laya, Pralaya, destruction. Means that entity, Param, Satyam, Paramartha Tattva, is the entity from which Jagat is born, in which Jagat exists, Vishwa exists, unto which, after destruction, the Jagat merges back. So that Satyam Param Dhimahi. We'll see on what this statement is based. what is the source of Upanishad, which gives rise to this particular, which reveals this particular fact, Janmadhyasya Yataha. Also, we'll see Smriti to this effect. Next one, we'll see that.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ